Imagine waking up tomorrow and discovering that the person you trust the most has been lying to you every single day of your life. Not your parents, not your friends, not the internet, your own brain. And the scary part is, it doesn't even know it's lying. Right now, as you're watching this, your brain is filtering reality, deleting information, making assumptions, and convincing you that its version of the world is the truth. But what if it isn't? Biggest thing holding you back isn't your lack of talent, money, or opportunity. What if it's the stories your own mind keeps repeating? Think about the last time you wanted to try something new, starting a business, going to the gym, talking to someone you liked, creating content. How many reasons did your brain instantly come up with to stop you? I'm not ready. It's too late. Here's the strange part. Your brain presented those thoughts like facts. But they weren't facts. They were predictions. And predictions are often wrong. Your brain has one primary job. It isn't to make you successful. It isn't to make you rich. It isn't even to make you happy. Its first priority is survival. Thousands of years ago, survival meant avoiding danger. If something looked risky, staying away was usually the smartest choice. The humans who were cautious survived. The reckless ones often didn't. Your brain still follows that ancient software today. The problem is, modern life isn't a jungle. Posting a video online isn't the same as facing a wild animal. Starting a business isn't life or death. Speaking in public isn't a survival threat. Yet your brain reacts as if they are.
That's why your heart races before giving a presentation. That's why rejection feels physically painful. That's why comfort feels so attractive. Your brain isn't trying to ruin your life. It's trying to protect you. But sometimes protection becomes a prison. Let's do a simple experiment. Imagine walking into a room where everyone suddenly starts laughing. What's your first thought? They're laughing at me. Maybe. But maybe someone told a joke. Maybe they're laughing at something on a phone. Maybe they aren't thinking about you at all. Yet your brain instantly made you the center of the story. Psychologists call this the spotlight effect. We constantly overestimate how much other people notice us. In reality, most people are too busy worrying about themselves. Here's another lie. I'll be happy when? When I make more money. When I lose weight. When I buy a better car. When I get promoted. Your brain keeps moving the finish line. You finally reach one goal, and suddenly another appears. This is called hedonic adaptation. What once felt extraordinary quickly becomes normal. That dream phone becomes just another phone. That dream salary becomes just another paycheck. The brain always wants more. Not because you're ungrateful, because that's how it evolved. Always chasing, never satisfied for long. Now, think about fear. Fear feels incredibly convincing. Imagine standing on the edge of a diving board. Your brain screams, "Don't jump!" But seconds later, after jumping safely into the water, you laugh. Nothing terrible happened. Fear predicted disaster. Reality proved otherwise. This happens more often than we realize. Your brain mistakes uncertainty for danger. And uncertainty exists everywhere. Every opportunity, every relationship, every big decision. Here's one of the biggest lies your brain tells. Everyone else has life figured out. Look around social media. People post promotions, vacations, luxury cars, perfect relationships, perfect bodies, perfect mornings. Your brain compares their highlights to your behind the scenes. It's an unfair comparison. You never see their anxiety, their failures, their sleepless nights, their self-doubt. The people you admire are often just as confused as you are. They're simply better at moving forward despite uncertainty. Now let's talk about memories. Here's something surprising. Your memory isn't a recording. It's a reconstruction. Every time you remember something, your brain rebuilds it.
Small details change. Emotions change. Over time, your memories become less about what actually happened and more about the story your brain keeps telling. That's why two people can experience the exact same event and remember it completely differently. So if your memories aren't perfectly reliable, what else are you absolutely certain about that might not be true? Then there's overthinking. Your brain convinces you that thinking longer means making better decisions. Sometimes it does, but often, more thinking simply creates more fear. You imagine 10 worst-case scenarios, then 20, then 50, until you become too exhausted to act.